What's good, people? Today, we're going to be checking out some reels that are going around social media that might make you ask some questions. Let's get it started. I want to start off by giving a shout out to all the bummies and bummettes tuning in. I appreciate you guys coming back to the channel. But before we begin with the question marks, this video was made for entertainment and educational purpose.
Finally, at the shed. Here it is. Put a lock on it. Let me get this lock off and let's inspect it. Quick little shed tour. The dryer, which is broken and super dirty. This is a little light. So when the police came in here, they went right here. They looked around. They didn't see anything. The washer is also broken. So you can see like pieces are broken off and it's yellow inside. Nothing works. I don't know what's going on with that. You got just laundry stuff. All empty. I don't know how it's empty because nobody does laundry. This is my new water heater. Just some wood and cardboard boxes. He left the backpack behind and we didn't see it. So there's no backpack in there. There's no backpack behind it. Just a bunch of blinds. There's nothing. It's just normal stuff. Yeah, where would it be? We have a couple gaps. There's no way anybody could fit through these. As you can see, all the walls are all solid. Just walk around the outside. And there's the Ring camera that picks up the whole thing. You can see it's right there. This is all solid. As you can see, clearly no windows. It's all solid. There's nowhere else that he could have gone. He came from this way right here. So he walked around the side here, went to the shed there, and then the guy left coming out of here that way. We are fine.
For those that don't know, in one of my recent videos, on one of my recent uploads, there was this video about a time traveler. And this dude recorded it, and some guy going into his backyard. He went in with a backpack and never came back out. Then the dude called the cops because he didn't see nobody come back out. Cops checked the shed, and there was nothing there. The next day, somebody else came out from that little room, from the shed, and he was a lot older, and he wasn't carrying the backpack that the first dude was. So this is the follow-up. Guys just showing us that, there was no windows, there's no back door, there's no other way that the guy could have walked out. It's actually a pretty interesting story. It's actually recent, so if you guys haven't checked it out, I suggest you go back to the recent videos that I uploaded and check them out so you can know what's going on with this with the time traveler.
You guys ever heard of Mel's Hole? This is the wildest thing. So this dude named Mel, he bought this land in like central Washington in the 90s. He discovered there's a hole on his property, and he's like, what's up with this hole, man? It's like, I can't see the bottom of it. The guy's like, oh yeah, neighbors, like since forever have just been throwing trash down it, and like we even throw like our dead cows down it and stuff. And so he had like a big rig set up for like shark fishing. Mm-hmm. And he had a spool of fishing line on it that reached 1,500 yards, right? He tied something heavy to it and let it down, didn't hit the bottom. So he bought more and more spools of fishing line. Each spool was 5,000 yards long. It equated to the amount that he bought was 80,000 feet long. What? Never touched the bottom.
Deepest points in the ocean, right?
Yeah. Which the Mariana Trench is 35,876 feet deep. He's like, there's a lot of weird stuff about this hole. Dogs are afraid of this hole. Animals are afraid of this hole. And he said, in fact, one of my neighbors once told me that his dog died and he threw the dog down the hole. And then he said the next morning that dog was on his porch.
What?
Like
alive. Alive. And so Mel made the joke. He said, when I die, throw me down that hole. He talked to another neighbor about this hole, and the neighbor's like, yeah, they're there used to be these stone pillars erected around this hole. And he said that neighbors had reported seeing from this hole this black beam shoot from this hole, right? So a lot of weird stuff. Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of?
I need to check this out. It looks interesting. One thing for sure, I don't think I'd be able to sleep in that property knowing that there's just a massive hole in the backyard.
What? What?
That thing just went invisible. For those that don't know, there is technology out there. They have planes out there that could turn them invisible. I believe I have them in one of my videos. I just don't recall which one. Somebody took I don't know if it was through Google Maps. They were searching and they found this plane. You can only see like the outline of it, but you can't really see the actual plane. I mean, I also have another video where they have this sheet that if you set it in front of you, anybody that's on the other side of the sheet can't see you for some reason. It was in China, I believe, and they can see everything else. They just can't see you. I mean, technology's out there. You just gotta stay up on it.
New studies suggest that Gen Z are now facing a blindness epidemic.
Yep, this is true. This is called the myopic epidemic. As time goes on, more kids now than ever before are becoming more nearsighted. And that is because of the digital age that we live in. Under 18 years old, as your visual system is still developing, if you're here all the time, then your eye will grow for that to be the focal point, so far away will be blurry. Also, studies that show that kids that are outside more, at least 90 minutes of sunlight per day, they have a lower risk of nearsightedness. You might be thinking, what's the big deal? I can just wear glasses. But people that are more nearsighted actually have a higher risk of eye disease. That includes retinal holes, tears, or detachments. And that's because the more nearsighted you are, the eye is longer than average. And because of that, the back of the eye, the retina, is thinner than average and can be more prone to those detachments, as well as glaucoma, macular degeneration, and cataract. So most importantly, put your phone down and get outside.
I 100% agree. Kids shouldn't be playing with phones and tablets up until they get older. That's what I believe. They should be outside playing just like we were when we were kids. You know what I mean? Learn how to ride a bike and do all that good stuff. Because sitting around waiting, just checking out your phone and your tablet, as you can see, isn't good for your health. Yeah, that is just strange. Some people say it's blue beam. I mean, who knows? But if it is, man, blue beam got some graphics.
You know, I've been living here a minute. There's probably 8 or 10 cows clustered. I thought it was weird the other day, but like, I mean, it's not even hot here yet. It's not even hot. Look at them all. And the babies are under the back tree. Look at them. That's some weird as fuck behavior.
I mean, they could have just not want to be in the sun. It doesn't have to be weird. I don't see anything weird with it. I wouldn't want to be in the sun either.
I woke up to the truth of the flat earth, shape of the earth, as an engineer and a pilot. I can tell you this, airplanes fly straight and level. That's even an aviation term, straight and level. Airplanes will fly for hours at the same altitude, never dipping their nose down to follow the curve of the Earth. An aircraft on a 12-hour or even 18-hour flight from Portland, Oregon to Seoul, Korea, that would have that aircraft starting at one point and then flying so far around the Earth that it's flying downwards with its nose vertically downwards, and then starting to go around the curve of the Earth so that the airplane is now flying upside down. Would have to make that kind of a flight path on a globe, which is, it's such an absurdity. I woke.
He just, this is another pilot. I mean, they've been asking pilots from the cockpit when people fly in airplanes. There's a video. As a matter of fact, I have it on one of my uploads as well. I don't recall which one. But there's people asking the pilots if the Earth is flat or if it's a globe, and they all said it was flat. They all pretty much said what he said. They have never had to tilt the nose of the plane downward to go down on the curvature of Earth. It makes sense to me, and I hope it makes sense to you.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Get out of the way. Look at this. Somebody please explain. My camera. That is some kind of an artificial background, an artificial sky, yellow. Looks like wires, maybe? Yeah, that's trippy. That's trippy. Hold up. Hold up, let me get another angle. Gotta see this. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody help me understand that. Somebody help me understand what the heck that is. Look at no, that's the sky's tripping. Big time, baby, big time. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Get out of the way. Look at this. Somebody please.
Off the bat, I'm gonna go with this being fake, because I'm sure that if that would have happened, other people would have caught on to it and recorded it on their phones, and I haven't seen anything else. In regards of the clip that we just checked out, it looks eerie. It looks amazing and eerie at the same time. I hope it ain't real, because I hope somebody's just good with editing and CGI, because if that's for real, who knows what it is, and I ain't trying to find out.
This creature, look at that thing. It's like on the dune. Native with
The clip of the dogs is weird, and the one with the house being washed away, that's unfortunate to see somebody's house just be washed away by a flood. I hope nobody was in that house when it was washed away. Very unfortunate story though.
Brands that refuse to share their water report, Waterloo Edition. I reached out to this brand over email asking for the report, and to their credit, they replied right away, but then they tried to get around sharing their actual report. So I followed up asking for the actual PDF, and then they point blank told me they refused to share this information with their customers. I then mentioned that all bottled water brands must share their water quality report upon request, However, their argument to me was because they're a flavored water, they're not a drinking water, and therefore they don't need to share what's in their water. Brands that refuse to share their...
So I'm glad you told me, because I ain't consuming Waterloo. I've never even heard of that drink, but I ain't purchasing. If they don't want to let us know the ingredients, then I don't want to be a consumer. Oh, this is a camera that was banned. So what the clip is trying to say is, I mean, to my understanding, that camera was banned because it was letting people know that the moon is not really as far as they led us to believe it is. It's a lot closer. And I mean, I searched it, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can still get them on Amazon, but they are pricey. The prices went up on them cameras, and I can see why. I mean, they have range. You're able to see the details in the moon. Man. For those of you that like using cameras a lot, that seems like a pretty cool camera. These stores keep getting stronger and stronger. I wonder why.
So apparently the Vatican is preparing people because we about to be seeing supernatural beings, demons, apparitions. And so they're getting ready to give us a guidelines, right? And so even schools are setting up drill tests in case aliens come. This teacher went on record to say that. Schools are having drills, test lockdowns for skinwalkers. Last but not least, they're preparing you for the demon face syndrome. In my opinion, two things are going to go down. The fake alien invasion, or they're going to release demonic creatures above ground. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. So,
wouldn't put it past me.
So, well, to make it clear, back. So this is in the sky. What? I'm talking to the video. It's gone. No, it's still there. This is just there. I don't know what. I'm trying to block the light.
All these strange phenomenons going on in the sky are eerie. Some people call them a glitch in the Matrix, but I don't know about that. My question mark is, why is it that this wasn't seen back in the days? I'm talking about, like, 80s, 90s. It's just strange that all these phenomenons are happening, like, within the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, and they keep increasing. It's just strange.
Space Technology, November 21st, 1988. Write that down because somebody's going to ask me. November 21st, 1988. You can find it in used bookstores and libraries. Next picture. In which this ad appeared, talking about technology so advanced it will help answer some big question. And on the facing page, what's there? This picture. On the side of the neck, there's hair growing. We did extensive analysis of this photograph. We rephotographed it. We relit it. We blew it up. We tracked down the photographer who would not tell us what it was he photographed. We asked originally to Amoco for the name of the artist who drew the picture. They said, I'm sorry, we can't reveal the name of the photographer. We found the photographer. He would not tell us what he photographed, but he sent us an 8x10 copy from the original negative. And then we began to work on that as well as with the ones we had photographed out of the magazine. And this is what Amoco told us. They told us several different things. First, they told us that it was a 9-foot tall bronze statue. Second, they told us it was a 12-foot tall bronze statue. And third, they told us it was a 9-inch clay statue. When we pressed for more information and became literally obnoxious on the phone, not accepting what they were telling us and wanting to see the original artwork, they refused and hung up on us. So, whereas I cannot say definitely that this is a live alien, I can tell you one thing, it is not a bronze statue. I can also tell you it's not a clay statue. And hair don't grow on the necks of statues. Next. You can see the moisture in the eye and the incredibly small detail in the texture of the skin and whatever this is, and in the eye. Look at the lip. You ever kissed anything like that before? I know a guy that did in the back seat of a Chevy. Next. Look at the incredible detail. I have never seen an artist in my life that was capable of doing this kind of work. And I haven't seen all the artists that there are either. Next. Look at the lines on the neck. Look at the detail in the arm. Next. Look at the hair on the neck. Can you see it? It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. That little fuzzy hair. Look at the lips. Look at the throat, the detail. The wrinkles. Next. Look at the moisture in the nostrils and tell me that's a bronze statue. Look at the moisture in the eyes. Look at the incredible detail in the folds of the eyes. Look at this bag under the eye. Next. I think they're trying to tell us something. Next.
Common sense and discernment doesn't fall from trees, nor does it grow from one. Keep God first. Peace.
Word. I mean, if there was aliens, wouldn't we would have already like seen one by now with like concrete proof, not just pictures and videos and, you know, little, I guess, mummies. I mean, solid proof. I don't know about this. I like I said, if it doesn't make sense, I just can't believe it. But what are your thoughts about this picture that we just seen? You guys think is real? Cap? Let me know what you think on the comments down below. And with that said, it's about that time for me to clock out. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video with your family and friends. And I'll see you on the next one.